doing this type of work, doing this type of labor, you get to turn around every day, or like hell, even every 10 minutes, and you know, kind of see pieces of a puzzle come together. Just watching a picture be painted, see the work you've done in one day versus, you know, like sitting in an office plugging numbers on an Excel sheet. You don't get to see the rewards of that till like 2 years later or something.
Typical day usually is spraying for invasives. So get up, go out. Most of our projects involve invasive removal. Yeah, there's certain days where there's really bad days and the weather's really crappy, but days like this kind of make up for it. So it's nice being outdoors every day.
Get up, make yourself some breakfast, pack water, make lunch, throw it in your bag, and hop in the truck if you have to travel to your work site. And once you arrive at your work site, you either stretch, you'll talk about safety, and you'll actually talk about the work plan for the day, which is definitely nice. And then you get to work and work your 10-hour day or 8-hour day, whatever you need to do.
I don't take you seriously anymore. There's no authority.
All of our sponsors have been great in giving us like a historical background to each piece of land that we work on, and which is nice because, you know, it's like, oh hey, this plot has never been touched by a plow. You know, what kind of value do we put on that, and then what kind of value would the community put on that?
It definitely opens up a lot of doors. Like, for example, when you're talking to project hosts, we've had multiple project hosts tell us that if they know the person that's applying has worked for the Conservation Corps, they'll rather hire them than other people. That's another reason why I joined the Conservation Corps, because I didn't know what I wanted to do with a career. So now I'm really looking into going back and getting my master's for forestry and fire ecology.
You gain an appreciation for the work, and you also have something that you can share with, oh gosh, how many other people are in AmeriCorps.
They talked about spiking. I was like, well, what's spiking? It's camping, basically. Last week we didn't spike, and I kind of like missed being in my tent. So you don't realize that you miss it after a while, so you get back in your tent. Like last night I laid down and I was like, wow, I missed this.
The food's nice, getting to go places I've never been, being able to explore that area, like staying at Big Stone, fishing on Big Stone Lake. It's pretty sweet. You
got to figure out stuff to do. So one time, me and my crew members, we had like a plastic bottle, and we were just throwing it. I started throwing it up in the air, and we made like a game out of it. So we were just passing it back and forth and seeing how many times we could hit it up in the air. And we're like, we're not going to bed until we get 20 times. And we were literally hitting a plastic bottle up in the air for an hour. Probably like an hour and a half until we got 20. But we ended up getting 30, so we were pretty happy about that. It's just like the little things that make you happy when you're spiking. Just getting to like know these people and be around them every day is pretty nice, that you get to know people like on a different level.
Just based off what I've seen, I've grown fonder of it. You know, when you go to these remote areas and you kind of get to look up and see all the stars you want to see, come out to open prairies, oak savanna, just kind of, you gain an appreciation for it. we're not all buildings and skyscrapers. We're prairies, we're trees, we're forests, we're all sorts of interesting critters.